Hey, what's going on today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good one, being safe, being healthy. Today we're going to do something a little bit different on the channel. I do mostly baseball, but back in the day I was a big-time collector of football cards and basketball cards, and I plan on doing some football and some basketball on the channel as well. And with the 2020 Prism Draft coming out, I did pick up some blasters of that. I grabbed some, or had some hits. Obviously, been getting a autograph in every box. I had a Jordan Elliott, Tapia Galea, I believe is how you pronounce that. And I got this really nice Lamar Jackson, the corner from Nebraska there. And 17 out of 25. Thought that was pretty cool. And today I have 4 blaster boxes of 2019 Contenders Draft picks. As you can see, there's find 2 autographs in each blaster. So we're going to do a bunch of ripping today and see what we can find. So I'm going to go ahead and open up every single one of these, and we'll just get the pack stacked up and see if we can find some nice autographs, some nice rookie cards out of these blasters, and just have some fun. So if you're into football and you like hits, autographs, we'll give it a go. I got out of football. Like I said, I was a pretty hardcore football fan for a long time. In the last couple of years, I haven't followed it too closely, just due to a lot of personal stuff, obligations, and full-time job, bunch of kids, multiple businesses that I got going on. But been getting the bug lately with football, draft coming up, and everything going on. And I broke those Prism cards, had a lot of fun with it, so I figured why not. I saw these when I was out and about picking up some stuff, so let's get after it and see what we can find. So I do have some older hobby boxes of football. I've been picking up hobby boxes from when I was a kid and I was collecting, and I've been trying to get a little stack of those so I can share those on the channel. A little bit of a nostalgia rip coming up. But there's a Drew Brees, Kerryon Johnson. Looks like we found our first auto here is a Gerald Willis III. Pretty cool there. Let me set that up off the side. We got a Dan Marino season ticket, Rashard Penny, and a Golden Tate III. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sleeve these autos real quick, since we're going to have a nice little pile of them at the end. And we'll go back through and see what we found and get ripping. Alright, so here is a Brandon Cooks, Trubisky, Derrick Henry, and what do we have here? We have a nice Tim Brown, Paul Hornung, Old School Connections. That's kind of a neat card there. Tony Dorsett, Juju Smith. I'm going to go through the base cards a little bit quicker since we have so many packs, and just focus on the hits. Here's a Russell Wilson season ticket. Jerry Rice, that's cool for sure. Here we got a Rodney Anderson draft class. Oklahoma Sooners. A good buddy of mine would like that card. And a Barry Sanders. Look at that. I like that. I'm going to put that up here. I have seen Barry Sanders play at the Palace for the Lions many times back in the day growing up, and it was a wonderful time. Absolutely electric player to watch. Grew up really loving Barry Sanders, and I have quite a few Barry Sanders cards. And I just picked up a 1989 Pro Set Series 2 hobby box from BCE that I'll be breaking on the channel soon. We'll do some Barry Sanders rookie hunting, see if we can find a nice Barry Sanders rookie out of that one. I know the 89 Scores his big rookie card, but the price on those boxes have come up quite a bit since I was younger. Back when I was about a decade or so ago, when I was in the hobby, about every decade since I started collecting back in the late 80s, I've gotten back into the hobby. And looking at the prices of graded cards and the prices of the old wax and everything, it's just gone up so dramatically. For instance, Barry Sanders 89 Score, pristine 10 BGS back in the day, used to be like $300-400. Now it's in the thousands. And even his 89 Pro set, I mean, those were a dime a dozen back in the day. You could get those for so cheap. But the price of all that old wax, football, basketball, even baseball starting to come up some. Basketball's definitely coming up with the Chicago Bulls thing going on. ESPN starting this weekend. Those early 1990s hoops and skybox and all that stuff is going up in price for those wax boxes. I do have a few of those as well that I've had for years, and I have more that I picked up, and they'll be coming. We'll be doing some old school breaks of basketball, like I stated before. It'll be a lot of fun for me. We'll do some Jordan searching, see if we can get anything that's worthy to send into, and it looks like here is our next autograph, and it is an Isaac Nauta. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Here is a Josh Rosen. There's a Baker Mayfield. And a Matt Ryan. Alright, let's leave that one up real quick. And keep ripping. We got a lot of packs to get through here, guys. But did you guys collect them at 80s and 90s? I'm sure a lot of people did. That's when they sold so many cards. They're pretty much almost worthless nowadays. But like I said, we got another... It looks like we got another hit right after that one. And this one is a T.J. Edwards. T.J. Edwards from the Badgers there. That's pretty cool. From Wisconsin. Couple buddies over there in Wisconsin, they'd like that card. Might have to send some of these out to some of my friends. Tony Dorsett. It's another Juju Smith. But back in the day, I started collecting with baseball cards in the mid to late 80s when I was a little kid. And every time I got $1, seems like I'd be jumping on my bike to run down and pick up a pack of 89 Donruss. That's when I really started getting heavy into it. There's another Barry Sanders. We'll put that up there with the other one. And I did open packs before 89. However, that's when I really started to get into it. I was a sports freak. Really got into basketball, 89 hoops, 90 hoops, and skybox, and so on. And some of the Fleer. Trubisky. There is a DK Metcalf 2019 draft class. That's a cool card there. And just accumulated a lot of cards back in the day, studied the price guides and the cards, and watched a lot of sports and played a lot of sports. And it's going to be fun going back and ripping those packs. Last time when I got into it, I bought some of the older basketball boxes, and heck, they were giving them away practically. And I've been looking at them recently, and the prices have really been going up. There's an Emmitt Smith, Tim Tebow Legacy card. That's kind of cool. And what else we got? Dak Prescott. Philip Lindsay. But yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun for sure. So you guys will tune in for that. I have a lot of different videos planned. I've been stacking up tons of hobby boxes, guys. We'll be doing lots more random baseball as well. Have a lot of baseball hobby boxes stacked up. Game day ticket. Brett Ripon. That's cool. Like that. And Ezekiel Elliott. And a Tom Brady. I'll put the Brady up there too. Another Michigan boy. But if you guys are into that or that sounds cool, you can hit the bell down below and you can get a notification when I post my videos, or subscribe. Just appreciate you guys stopping by, having a lot of fun getting back into collecting, and it's always fun to when you get a chance to chat with other people that are into the same stuff. So appreciate any comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of these contender draft picks. I've been looking at getting some from baseball as well. I don't buy a ton of Panini stuff for baseball for the obvious reason that they don't have the licensing, but it usually doesn't stop me. I'll still pick some up, and even though I prefer the tops, but I have some more baseball hobby boxes coming. It looks like we have our next. It's a linebacker, and it is Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith looks like it's a blue variation. That's pretty nice. I like that. Put that up here. And Stephon Diggs and a Jordan Hayward. We'll throw that one into a sleeve real quick. And we're getting into the next two blasters. So we got 4 more autographs to go, guys. Hopefully we can get something nice. And that corner keeps trying not to rip on me. But here we have a James Conner, Aaron Rodgers, and our next hit. We'll go through this pack real quick. DJ Moore, try to be careful with that one, and a Sonny Mitchell. And our hit is a safety, Tyree. There we go, from my University of Michigan. Very cool there. Like that for sure. He's got a decent looking signature. Got a little bit of a white corner on that one, but it is to be expected with these cards for sure, especially in the blasters. That's why I usually prefer jumbo packs. Obviously, these don't have jumbo packs, but I always tend to, in my experience, the jumbo packs, it's a little bit easier to get nicer, crisp corners and on the cards. There's a Ray Lewis. Herschel Walker. Man, he was a heck of a player back in the day for sure. Just a genetic freak. And here we have Gary Jennings Jr. and Will Greer. Cool card there. John Elway. Loved watching Elway play back in the day. Andrew Luck. Elway had probably the biggest arm, the hardest ball that I've ever seen in my life. He just, I don't know, I think he threw the ball too damn hard in the 80s. I think that's why they had a hard time winning back then. But Julio Jones, Roethlisberger. Here's a Daniel Jones. That's a nice one. Draft Class 2019. I like that card. We'll set that one off to the side. Christian McCaffrey. Another nice one. And a Peyton Manning. But I don't know. I'm just super excited for any sports to get started. Might even, even excited about UFC, excited about seeing anything on TV, I'll settle for a fight, tied things over for a while. There's an Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree, that one's kind of nice. There's another Emmitt Smith, season ticket, Tim Tebow, Josh Adams. But, they're talking a lot about the baseball and playing without the fans. That really doesn't bother me one bit. I just, if you're watching it on TV, it doesn't really change it that much. I mean, there's still going to be millions and millions of people watching. Here's a Red Grange, J.J. Watt, A.J. Green. There's a Miles Haskins. Pretty cool looking card there. Nick Mullins, Sean Watson. So I just want to see some sports. Been watching some of the older games. Looking forward to that documentary about the Bulls starting this weekend on ESPN. Of course, I did watch the Bulls growing up through the 90s. Watched all the playoff runs through the whole 90s. I was a big time basketball fan back then. Brett Favre, Nick Chubb. Nice card there. It's a Roger Staubach. All black and white. Saquon Barkley. It's a nice card there too. It's kind of a rough side on that card. Joe Namath, Amari Cooper. Should be coming up on our next hit here pretty soon. We got something going on in this pack. Maybe an insert. Here's a Darius Sam Darnold, Joe Mixon, and okay, so it's a Panini 150 points. I got one of those earlier today. I've been putting those on their website. You can go to their website, put those points in, and get autograph cards or get cards off their website. I still haven't seen a single card on there that I'd want to get yet. But maybe if I continue to rack those points up, eventually there'll be something worth getting on there. You guys gotten anything from Panini points from their website before? If you have, let me know if you've gotten anything decent from them. And here we have a Josh Jacobs and a Damian Harris connections. That's kind of a cool card. Josh Rosen, Baker Mayfield again, and a Matt Ryan. We're coming down to the last few packs here, guys. I'm going to try and get these going since the video is getting a little bit long. But been having fun ripping these. There's a nice Russell Wilson, Another Jerry Rice, Adrian Peterson. Here we have a Will Greer 2019 draft class. Put that up there on the top. There's a Stephon Diggs again and a Jordan Howard. Hopefully we'll be hitting our hit here pretty soon. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. There's a Fournette, Cam Newton, Ray Lewis, and Ed Reed. That one's super cool. I like that one. We'll put that up here on the top. Anthony Miller, Mark Andrews, Sutton. Maybe this last blaster we won't get 2 autographs. Maybe we'll have them here in the last packs, but it seemed to be 1 near the top and 1 near the bottom. So there's a Mines, Tariq Hill. Says on average. There's an Irv Smith Jr. game day ticket. Phillip Rivers and an Eric Dickerson. He was fun to watch too. Alright guys, last 3 packs. See what we get. See if we get a nice auto or not. Bradley Chubb. Michael Thomas. There is a Devin Singletary, Todd Gurley, Josh Allen, Austin Eckler. Got a big old stack going on over here just off the screen of these cards. Here, let's try this side. Sometimes these Panini packs get me. We have a Derek Carr, Royce Freeman, Jared Goff, and we have a Naquan Murray from the Seminoles. Cool. And a DJ Moore and a Sonny Mitchell. Let's see if we get that last autograph out of this one. It says on average 2 per box. Doesn't necessarily mean it's guaranteed. But if it is 2, we'll get one. Looks like we do have one in this one as well. This will be our final pack. Adam Thielen. There's a Lamar Jackson. And we have a Gerald Willis III from the Hurricanes. John Elway, Andrew Luck, and a Marcus Mariota. I'm going to get these sleeved up here and we will do a quick recap of the autographs. Last one here, guys. All right. So we ended up with Tyreek Hill, Cameron Smith, looks like a blue foil, TJ Edwards, Isaac Nauta, Gerald Willis III. Actually got 2 of those. And a Naquan Murray. Alright guys, that's it for this one. I'm going to wrap it up. Nice long video, but I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. Please let me know down below if you'd like to see more football rips and breaks on the channel, and I will see you on the next one.